Welcome back. Uh, Today we're going to be doing some DS450 maintenance, plus some little upgrades. I snapped the clutch cable when I was out riding. I snapped this end off and it frayed. It was a $40 cable. I would have just welded an end on there and just tack up a bead and call it good, but I didn't do that. Just went down, local dealer, ordered a clutch cable. It's just a 12 mil here, and then that bolts in, and then you just run that in. I don't have any tension on the cable, but that's how your actuator works. There's little ball bearings in there, and they spin. That one fell out, but when there's pressure on them, it works. And then this is your clutch. Some have 9 plates, some have 8 plates. Mine's not even grooved. There's no hours on this bike. Which is pretty smart the way they designed it. Not any really big grooves that I can see in here. Doesn't look grooved. This is your pressure point. Takes a lot of force to push that in. I mean a lot. Like you can't do it with your hand type stuff. You can remove the shifter to do this, but I don't want to do it. I just got this and removed the bolt. These two long bolts go here and here. The rest are short. Pretty simple. I just removed my plastics and I discovered another issue. Quick release, ECM. Kinda have to address that. That might be important. Fuel pump looks good. Still sealed up pretty nice. I'm pretty tired. If you can't tell, I worked today and then I went to a buddy's house. We hung out. A couple people were there. And then I also did the rear brakes. I have the front ones. I just refuse to do them because I don't feel... No, not happening. I don't have a front brake lever anyway. I just engine brake, and you can grab the nub, what's left, but I'm not... They want you to buy all this as one piece, and it's $200. I was like, well, screw that. I ain't doing that. Hell nah. There's no way. Oh, dehumidifier kick on and off. It did. It did. But I gotta fix that quick release ECM upgrade, because that's kind of really important. I don't really want that to fall out. And I also got headlights to drill in, but that might also be optional. The fans still work. Hot wired the fan. Oh, and I got a new air filter too. And then to do the rear brakes was a huge pain. It's like this 2-piece caliper deal. And you gotta separate this piece here with these 2 bolts. And then unbolt the caliper. Pop your bleeder screw. Take your C-clamp, or if you got a caliper pusher, and run that in. And then grease these little slide brackets. And then bolt them all back together. I thought I lost the bleed on mine, but I was like pumping and pumping and pumping. There was no pedal, and I was like, damn, I don't really want to bleed these brakes. They work. So they actually work really good. The pedal's like right there, and I am gonna ride this in flip-flops because I can. How does the rest of the motor doing? Pretty good. Probably need to do spark plugs. Not a horrible idea to do them. I literally just did the oil change. And by the way, when you pull your clutch cover off, if you haven't run the machine, there shouldn't be a ton of oil. So that's kind of a plus. But you can just see that mechanism working in there. And then if you want to know how to adjust it, I'll show you once it's on the bike, because I don't want to get any dirt in here, because that's just not... I don't want to deal with it. So You know, I really wish I had a cameraman. You know, it'd be pretty sweet, but we're going to do this all with one hand. That's how easy it is. And we're just going to stick this back in here. Make sure the clutch is still... There's some resistance. And we're just going to start throwing bolts in. It's that easy. These quads are pretty easy to work on. They're all generally 8, 10 mil. These 2 long bolts go here and here. And then the rest are the short ones. And I refuse. I am not going to torque these to spec. Because I can. I mean, I will. But this one's not getting torqued because I refuse to remove the shifter. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. This is my quad. I'll blow it up tomorrow if I want. Because I can. I also bought an RM 125 2-stroke, kind of out of character for me. I like quads, but I wanted a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke bike. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that. That's the push pin activating. And then I really wish I had a cameraman. That'd be sweet. Sound like a broken record, but try and show you. I'm gonna tighten these in a crisscross pattern. Now I got one of these fancy dual end ratchets. They're pretty cheap from Harbor Freight, and I've had this one a long time. So on is on, or on is off, and off is on if you're using the 1/4-inch side, and that's the 3/8. Tighten these in a star pattern, and then these are your adjustments. Can-Am gives you a toolkit when you buy the quad. This doesn't matter. This matters kind of. This is where your big adjustment is. I'll do a whole different video on that because that's like a whole different ball game. You got to know what you're doing because you could mess stuff up. That's for like big adjustments, and when I mean big, like I turned it 1/8 of an inch and I had full engagement. Before, when you put the bike in gear with the clutch in, it would kind of like rock and it would like try and move, like the clutch was slipping because it wasn't engaged all the way, and then it would disengage like right there. Waffle grips. Those are glued down now. No more quick release. But I do have to fix the quick release ECM. Why is this tape on here? Who was in here? I didn't do this. Okay, we'll just set that right there for now. But yeah, I'm going to just pause. Well, I'll just make another video because we're already out of time. Whoa! It's letting me record for 8 minutes? Holy crap. Alright. I'll give you an update once it's all back together.